Through our conversation today, we will address the issue of releasing karma, especially in the last period with the entry of the fifth dimension energy to Earth. This issue has become a necessity. Why is this necessity as present? Why in this period? With the beginning of the flow of the fifth dimension energy to Earth and the beginning of its activation on our bodies, the basics of this activation energy is to clean our inner bodies, knowing that all our work that we activated on the ground are found within our inner bodies. When the development and cleaning process of these inner bodies begin, karma must have to collect these credits of our work. Originally, this karma is not related to humans only. However, it is karma for the whole earth. So there must be cleaning for the whole earth karma in order to be able to reach the 0 point, so it can enter into the fifth dimension stage. One of the things that we will face in this period is unloading of karma in our lives. These compact actions within our inner bodies are made of waves and energies, either positive or negative. This energy has to be of the process of cleaning and filtering of these acts in order to pay all our debt. Therefore, the stage will not be easy, and each of us will face what his hands provided. Either his acts will be more positive or more negative. In all cases, the mission of this energy is helping us in both cases. And that will be through giving us our rights, and let us reconcile with ourselves and to get rid of our debt, in order to be able to live with the fifth dimension. The human who has high credit, he already has a high consciousness, and thus he can move and presence in the fifth dimension easily. But the person who owes a high debt, he has a low consciousness, so that debt will hold him back from living with the fifth dimension. Therefore, the transmission into the fifth dimension will be tough and difficult for him, so he must get rid of this debt. One of the effects that will be upon us and will show us our debt is the nature and the depth of changes that occur to us. The human who owes a debt, the process of changes will be difficult and painful on him. And if he owes a very high debt, he will not be able to handle the energy of the fifth dimension, and in some rare cases it causes death. As for the person who has a small amount of debt, as for the human who has little debt, the changes and effects will be fairly quick and easily, and it will help him to enter the fifth dimension easily. Of these effects that we see is the nature of the diseases that we are exposed to early on the physical level. The effect on the level of disease is associated with the nature of our debt. Whenever the debt is small, the impact of the disease will be little, and whenever the debt is large, the impact of changes in terms of the disease will be huge. And other effects which will face us from releasing karma is that it will show us all our debt before our eyes. What does that mean? This amount of debt exists because we cannot reach the stage of awareness desired from our experience in life. The basics that karma will be followed to help us to get rid of the debt is to show it in front of our eyes. For that we will start remembering a lot of moments that were in our lives. We cannot face or deal with them. We start remembering them little by little until these moments will be returned to us, particularly the painful moments. We will see that we are remembering things that happened from 10 to 20 years ago, even we didn't remember through our lives, as if they float to the surface to be able to deal with them again and see the aspect of right and wrong. At this stage, we need to be careful in dealing with this moment, because this moment will not be cancelled except in one case. When we aware the fact which we couldn't overcome at that time, and when we begin to know and understand and realize of this issue, we begin to come to terms with this moment. Also, we become in a high degree of tolerance between us and the events that carry this moment. this moment starts vanishing before our eyes, and its elimination means that it started to fade down from our death, so it's no longer have a presence. Now, I will talk about the necessary steps to be able to overcome the existing death. The first point is, try to get out of the usual way of thinking and being flexible more in dealing with ourselves. When these moments begin to be in our surroundings, we didn't start denying or keeping them away from us. However, we have to receive them with love and satisfaction and face the truth that lies in them.